Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here, my name is Risa, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 12 affordable makeup dupes that I think rival, and in many cases are even better than the high-end product I'm comparing it to. I'm fairly certain that most, if not all of you, know what a dupe is, but for those of you that might not, a dupe, in my opinion, is an affordable product that will give you an identical or nearly identical result when applied to your face as the higher end, more expensive product. Currently on one side of my face, I've applied a high-end blush, and then I've applied the drugstore dupe on the other side. I have a high-end lip gloss on my top lip and my drugstore dupe on the bottom lip, and I don't think you can tell any difference whatsoever. The reason why I only put out 1 to 2 dupes videos per year is because I am extremely picky about what I consider a dupe. Over the last year, TikTok has really exploded, and whenever I am scrolling on that app, I see a lot of dupes videos. And sometimes I think, oh, that is a great dupe. And then other times I think, no, I've tried both of those products and I don't think they're alike at all. When I consider something to be a dupe, I expect it to be similar in not only shade, but also in texture, wear time. For example, if the high-end lip gloss is opaque and has a little bit of stickiness to it, the dupe that I'm going to choose has to have that same type of texture. Otherwise, to me, it's not really a dupe. So I work really hard to find some unique dupes for you, ones that you've hopefully not seen or heard about before. Of course, there's always a chance that someone has shown this dupe before and I just don't know about it. But I literally sit here in my office with all of my makeup and have swatches up and down my arms trying to find dupes. So without any further ado, let's jump into these 12 drugstore makeup dupes. I'm going to start with lip products. Currently on my lower lip is this gloss from NARS. This retails for $26. This particular shade, Vita Loca, is no longer available, and I have no idea why NARS would discontinue such a beautiful peachy pink shade. I absolutely love it, but it's okay because this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Wreath is even better because it is the exact same color as you'll see in these swatches, and it actually contains hyaluronic acid, which keeps moisture in your lips, and it feels amazing. Look at this. This lifter gloss has just as much shine as the NARS. It wears just as long. You honestly can't go wrong with any of the Maybelline Lifter glosses, but if you're looking for that perfect pinky peach color, then look no further than Wreath. For liner on my lower lip, I am wearing this Buxom Powerline Plumping Lip Liner in High Def Honey. This says that it's a plumping lip liner, but it doesn't actually plump your lips. If this lip liner actually plumped your lips, I would not be saying that NYX's Nude Truffle was a dupe, but it doesn't, so I am. I am wearing the Nude Truffle on my top lip. They are a little bit different when swatched, but as I think you can see, they are identical on the lips. There are a couple points of difference as far as the packaging goes. The Buxom does have a lip brush on the end, and it also has an angled tip to it, whereas the NYX does not. But for most people, I don't think that's going to make a big difference. Some people don't even like angled tips. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I do really like this liner, but I've been loving NYX liners for years as well. I think I own maybe 10 or 12 of them. And this shade, Nude Truffle, if you're looking for a nude that will go with your pinky peach lipsticks or your pinky nude or your nude brown lipsticks, Nude Truffle is fantastic. For the last several weeks, I have been raving about this liquid lipstick from Dior in several of my YouTube videos. This particular shade is Forever Nude. It is from their new Forever Rouge collection. And I love this color. So many of my viewers have asked me to find a dupe for this product. I went through every lipstick bin I have, and I think I did a pretty good job finding one in this Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade More Buff. Now, I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself here, what I said at the very beginning, that I really look for the formulas to be similar. And obviously this is a liquid lipstick and this is not, but I made an exception for this one simply because, as I said moments ago, so many of my viewers were asking for a dupe. And I think you really wanted that type of shade and just a matte finish, not necessarily a liquid lipstick. So I hope you enjoy this dupe. If you like this color, but you just do not want to spend $38, $40 after tax, I completely understand. Go grab this. And then another lip liner dupe I have is one for an oldie but a goodie, MAC's Oak Lip Pencil. If you love this pencil, you have got to try this one from LA Girl. It is the Perfect Precision Lip Pencil in the shade Bear. This lip liner is about $2 to $3 depending on where you purchase it. The MAC is $19, so there's a really good savings there. They are both just pencils that you sharpen. They both do not skip when applying, and they last a really long time on the lips. I've come to really love these LA Girl lip pencils. I actually own several shades now. All right, now let's talk blush. On one side of my face, I am wearing this blush from Lawless. It is called Soft Nectar. Look how beautiful this blush is. It is the perfect peachy pink that goes perfectly with my lip combo. It's matte. Lawless is a clean brand, so my dupe is not a clean product. So if that's important to you, then just disregard this dupe because it is not from a clean brand, but it is from a very affordable brand called Moira Cosmetics. I recently did a video showcasing, I think it was either my products I wish I'd tried sooner video, or was it my top 3 in each category? I can't remember, but I ordered 5 or 6 of these directly from the Moira website. They were $9 each, but I believe I got 15 or 20% off for signing up for emails or something. They arrived very quickly and I adore these blushes. They are so pigmented. They are so long lasting. At least that's been my experience. And this shade Bella Pink is identical to Soft Nectar from Lawless. Can you tell which side is which? And the other blush dupe I have for you actually came as a surprise to me because when I looked at this Milani blush in Sunset Passion and compared it to this Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in Seychelles, I honestly did not think that this was going to be a dupe. But when I swatched them, I was really, really surprised, and it was a happy surprise. Not only were the shades nearly identical when I swatched them, the little bit of sheen I saw in the Milani didn't really translate onto the skin. And both of these are just a really nice brownish pink, very natural looking blush. They both wear for a really, really long time. They're both pigmented. And I think a lot of you know how much I love Milani blushes anyway. I truly think you should buy every one they make, like I have, because they're so, so good. All right, next up is highlighter. This right here is the limited edition highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury from last holiday season. It is called the Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. It is just stunning. I am going to put a little bit on right now because I do not actually have any highlighter on right now. So I'm going to take a brush, tap into it, and apply it to my cheeks. Look how gorgeous. So pretty. But you can get the exact same look, the exact same effect with this Revlon Skin Lights highlighter. This is the shade 202 Twilight Gleam. Also absolutely stunning. Moving on to bronzer. One of the newer products from Benefit, well, at least in the last 6 months, I think, has been the Hoola Glow. It may have been longer than that since it was released, but I feel like this year has just flown by, so I cannot remember exactly. It's relatively new, the Hoola Glow. I've been using and loving the Hoola bronzer for years. I have, I think, at least 3 somewhere here in my makeup room. And I was a little hesitant to try Hoola Glow because I don't particularly find myself drawn to glowy bronzers, but I gave it a try and I instantly fell in love with it. It works beautifully on anyone with fair to light skin, but if you are not interested in spending $30, I highly recommend you pick up this bronzer from Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon Bronzer in Sunset Striptease. This is another dupe that took me by surprise because I did not see any sheen in this one at first glance. But when I swatched it, once again, just like with the Milani blush and the Buxom blush, I was just kind of shocked, like, whoa, those swatch identically. It's a winner. Oh, and by the way, I do have both of these on as well. I have the Hula Glow on this side and the Wet n Wild on this side. I didn't use a ton of it because I didn't want to be overly bronzed up. I like this for just a little bit of a soft contour and soft bronzing. All right, I've just got 4 more dupes to show you. I have got a dupe here for the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte Powder. I tried this product for the first time about 4 or 5 months ago, and I loved it. I have been a MAC blot powder user for 15 plus years, maybe more, but this was recommended to me, so I gave it a try, and I really think it's excellent for touching up oily skin, which is what I have, especially in my T-zone. But then I was walking through CVS one day and I came across this Joa Blurfection setting powder. So of course, my first thought was, I wonder if that's a dupe for the Fenty. I need to buy this and test it out. And lo and behold, we have another winner. This one does just as good a job, if not better, than the Fenty at taking down the shine, making my skin just look completely matte and flawless, but not dry. Unfortunately, this powder does not have a little puff like the Fenty does, so you do have to carry a separate retractable brush if you do want to touch up with this during the day. So voila, I am shine free, my face looks very smooth, and I don't have to spend $32. I think this was about $6 or $8. Another product that a lot of my viewers have been asking me to find a good dupe for is this Hourglass Veil Powder. And I have found it in the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Powder. The texture of both of these is so incredibly similar. If I had my eyes closed and I were to rub my fingers together with a little bit of the powder, I would not be able to tell which was which. And when I have used both of these on my skin, they both have a very blurring effect. What I actually like about the Wet n Wild one a little bit more is that I found it gave a little bit more pore refinement to my skin. It truly makes my pores look smaller and my skin look even more airbrushed than the Hourglass Veil. I can tell you I am in love with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. For the price, for the amount you get, this is just a no-brainer. I will forever have this in my collection. I have other more expensive loose powders that I do really like and that also are beautiful and give a blurring effect and all of those good things. But if you are looking for something truly affordable and easy to get your hands on, that's really going to work for, I think, all skin types, you've got to try this one from Wet n Wild. Oh, another Wet n Wild product. I didn't know I had so much Wet n Wild in this video. This Brow-cessive Brow Shaping Gel is such a good dupe for the Milk Makeup Brow Gel. Their applicators are extremely similar. The Wet n Wild is just a little bit longer, a little bit thicker, but not by much. And both built up my brows in the exact same way. If you've ever seen one of my makeup tutorials where I start off with a bare face, you know that I have no brows to speak of. Well, that's not true. I have brows, but they are very, very light, very, very thin, very, very sparse. And I try brow product after brow product trying to find the perfect ones. I do talk a lot about the Ulta Brow Gel, which I do love, but of course, as with any product, not everyone is going to love it as much as I do. So if you've tried that brow product and you didn't like it as much as I do, I highly recommend trying out this one from Wet n Wild. It is really, really impressive. This is a very close second to being my favorite affordable brow product. And my final dupe is one that I'm really hoping you've not seen before. As I said at the beginning of the video, I hope you haven't seen any of these before. But with this one, I think there might be a possibility because I know a lot of people have been trying to find a dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I actually own 4 of these. This is an amazing, amazing concealer. Not only is it an excellent concealer, At times, I've actually used it as my foundation and it worked beautifully. However, I have recently discovered that the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer works just as well. When I applied one to one eye and one to the other, the consistency was the same. It was as if I was applying the same product to both sides. They both blended out very easily. Sometimes you try a concealer and it's a little bit more difficult to blend out, or a little bit doesn't go a long way and you have to keep adding more. Both of these are highly concentrated. They're very creamy. They feel very hydrating. I don't feel with either of these that when I look into the mirror after about 6 or 7 hours of wear that my under eyes look dry or that they've settled, the concealers have settled into fine lines. So if you really love the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, I do think you're also going to really love the CoverGirl. So there you have it. I really hope you enjoyed seeing these 12 makeup dupes that I feel rival high-end products, and in some cases even better. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Of course, all of the products will be listed and linked down below in the description box. If you have any questions at all, please leave them for me in the comments. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and join the Risa Does Makeup family. I do post new content at least 2 to 3 times per week. You can also find more content from me on Instagram and on TikTok under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.